amazing viewers, good evening to you all. Thank you so much for joining me on my channel. SEYI Tinubu is on the news again with a lot of Nigerians reacting to, a video that has gone viral where he was bounced by the protocols at the Vatican. Now SEYI Tinubu tagged along with the father, President Bola Ahmed Tinubu, to Vatican for the inauguration ceremony of the Pope. Okay, so this video has prompted a lot of Nigerians to talk, saying this is a national embarrassment, blah blah blah. And even before the video of the SEYI Tinubu being bounced, gaining prominence on social media space, there's been so much talk about from the APC supporters, Tinubu was able to give a handshake to the Pope. Peter Obi was not able to give handshake to the Pope. Just different talk, which as far as I'm concerned, it is not even necessary. Because we are not the only African nation whose president was invited for the inauguration ceremony. I don't know why the APC supporters are making all this a very big deal. Like the president went to the Vatican for the inauguration, this one, the other one, the other one. I mean, like, I'm trying to understand. Does it bring investors to our dear nation? It doesn't. So why the whole force about the whole thing to the Vatican? So, but what actually prompted Nigerians, to be reacting so much is the video of SEYI Tinubu. A lot of reactions from different social media space. Me if I ask the question, waiting carry SEYI Tinubu tag along, because any political office. Now your father they invite. Do you have any need to tag along? That's one question that I need, and I would love somebody to please answer me. Now, before I take social media reactions, let me quickly, first of all, show us this video of a Reverend Father, really coming for the government with regards to insecurity, with regards to the whole brouhaha we are experiencing in Nigeria. So I look at the video and then we'll be back.
A number of things Christians have suffered in this country can be compared to the crucifixion of the Lord. Do we talk about the takeover of all Christian schools, all mission schools by Nigerian government? They took over those schools, destroyed them, turned our educational institutions into houses of formation of criminals and mediocres. People who can't write simple letters, who can't speak any language correctly, who can't solve their own problems, and won't pass any exam without cheating. And that is like crucifying, because that is a house. The school is a house of formation of character. They have taken the body away. They have removed all signs of his death. Since after the takeover of schools, who has a correct statistics of the number of churches that have been burnt down in this country? Who knows how many Christians have been killed in this country because they are Christians? Some right inside the church. Some will tell you these are criminals. They are not just targeting Christians. Take it easy. How many of those who perpetrate these crimes have been arrested and prosecuted? How many of them are in jail? How many of them have faced the death penalty? The Catholic Church is against the death penalty. I'm talking about Nigerian law. But we know that if anything happens to some of those who perpetrate this crime, either in self-defense or in resistance, the government stands up. There is outrage everywhere in all levels of government. This selective outrage of government, this selective outrage of the police, of the army, of the security agencies, when innocent citizens are massacred, and when criminals are repelled, and in the repelling they die, this selective outreach is like, it's not only that they have killed him, they have taken the body away. They want to wipe off every trace. And some Christians are being provoked legitimately to react. Anytime any of them reacts, they are said to be taking the laws into their hands. But all those who trample the law with their feet, trample upon the law, they kill, they rape, they maim, they sack farmers, they harvest crops of farmers and feed it to their cattle. And when you say no, why are you doing this? It is death. And when they do that, they record it and post it to government to see. If you ask them question, you are killed. If you chase them away and while running away they die, you'll be condemned to death. This, permit me to say, is pure, sheer provocation. But this is Easter. Christians still have to be told to embrace the path of peace, forgiveness. But in one of the readings yesterday from the book of Exodus, the people were crying to Moses. They were stranded in the desert. The sea was there. And Moses turned to God. What do? We are stranded here in the bush, in the desert. What did God tell him? Why are you crying to me? Tell the people to move, and you raise your rod, raise your staff. We as Nigerians, as Christians, like the Israelites escaping from slavery, must learn to do certain things now differently. We cannot continue in our selfish indifference. We have to bring the values of the gospel into our individual and collective lives. That is the only hope we have for survival. While pleading with those whose responsibility it is to govern and to protect us, today, many of them will go online in television and in their official handles, social media handles, to wish Nigerians, especially Christians, happy Easter. Oga, keep your wish. Don't wish me happy Easter. Protect my life. Don't wish me happy Easter. Do your job. Because this cloud that is gathering, this darkness that is gathering, if it is allowed to extinguish the light of faith of Christians, this country will be plunged into total darkness. And successive governments that have stood idly by and watching while this is happening should only blame themselves and not any other person if anything like that happens.
There's no better way to describe it than the way the Reverend Father just did: selective outreach. Now, we've seen that displayed over and over again. Just yesterday here, I was reading in one of the papers that about 33 persons were killed in 3 different states. I think Enugu, Benue, and Imo State, on account of what? The activities of the herdsmen. Now, you find the government always active, proactive, alive, the military, the police swing into action whenever, the people try as much as they can to retaliate, and then, something happens to one of the herdsmen. That's when they take action. For example, see the ruling now where Sunday Jackson have been sentenced to death. Because what? He tried to fight back for somebody that, even with injury, overpowered the headsman. I would say that they call him where they won't try kill him. They say he should have dropped the weapon and ran away. Now you can see how it is. We are in a nation where some people are being treated like kings and queens, princes and princesses, and others are being treated the way they deem fit. Like anyhow, like they are slaves, when nobody is more Nigerian than the other. There's no better way to describe it. And you know the most disgusting thing about this whole thing is that the military, who are being killed every day, who have their men being killed every day on account of the activities of the herdsmen, the terrorists, are also working, hand in hand with the government to have repentance, in quotes, according to them, terrorists being brought back into the society. So those people deserve mercy. They deserve mercy. But the ones who try to defend themselves don't deserve mercy. For me, that is the most disgusting part of all this whole thing. That's the most disgusting part. You will see videos flying here and there about the soldiers complaining what they are passing through. And then you will hear the military come and tell you we are on top of the situation. We are on top of the situation. The next day, the same thing will happen. What kind of action are they taking? What kind of action are they taking? Look, what in this government they do? What in government they do towards this insecurity? Hey, the day to reach their doorsteps. Because why they are doing this is because they feel like, oh, we have security and all that, so it cannot get worse. The day it will move, God in heaven want to punish them, it will move and get to their doorstep. That's the day they will know how they have been treating the citizens they are supposed to protect. Because I do not understand the kind of pampering they are giving these people. Now, pamper na had the corner. We have been able to rehabilitate 380 something Boko Haram people. They are ready to be incorporated into the society. They don't forgive them. Meanwhile, people will never even kill, waiting these people don't kill. Then they sentence them to prison, to death by hanging. The Reverend Father, no lie. It is selective outrage. But one day, they say monkey go market, you know, go come back. The day where you go share for this nation, they will be surprised. They will be surprised. For now, they should keep pampering, treating people, some people, group of individuals, as kings and queens, while others are being seen as slaves. When Nigerians will be ready to take back this nation, it go hot for everybody, including the prince and princesses. Thank you so much. Please do leave your opinion in the comment section. Now, back to what I was saying initially about the SEYI Tinubu and all that. Let me quickly take some few social media reactions. Ike Ume saying what Nigerians are being fed is an orchestrated and perfect distraction from his father's abysmal performance in Nigeria. A typical case of Rome burning while Emperor feed us. What tangible benefits will Nigeria get from Tinubu going to meet the Pope? Captain Traore wrote the Pope from his office in Burkina Faso and got an immediate response. Jay saying EFCC, Nigerian police, local thugs, Nigerian executives, Nigerian legislators, and Nigerian judiciary, Oya, take over. The bouncer needs to explain why this happened. Will you not treat him like Yao did the Nance president and every other Nigerian that speaks up? Criminals. Oyekami saying he thought he was in RCCG. And then we have Con of the Coil saying power drunk at home, treated like a common nuisance abroad. Cardinal saying the son of that criminal drug baron, the hustle handshake, so he fit use and brag and trend, but the ushers drag the weary put inside line again. Preacher ST, the hustle pope handshake, aside from the fact that we are people of color and many of us have been indoctrinated to see ourselves in a certain kind of way, what's special in a handshake from anyone. And I will have Aaron saying, this boy really doesn't have a job. So if your father is a president, you will automatically become useless and less busy aside stealing public funds. Adewale saying, laugh emoji, he don't learn the hard way. Say our anyhowness for Nigeria no reach abroad. Agbalaka saying, Vatican officials bounced SEYI Tinubu fixed it. And then Chris Ejiofor saying, who is advising SEYI? Fab saying, very embarrassing. This small boy should be put in his place. Dude, be doing too much lately. Honestly speaking. And I have Bob Manuel saying he didn't remember to shout 3 times, I am a chosen. Hey, yeah, far. And I'll have truth about happening saying there is nothing like my papa get them in that place, but nothing spoil. He still attended. Nigerians. We too sweet. Okay. Personally, it is SEYI Tinubu that was given the embarrassment, and not Nigeria as a nation. The SEYI Tinubu that tagged along, because I'm sure he wasn't the one that was given the invitation. And I do not want to believe that when they extended the invitation, they told him, you have to bring your son along. Now only SEYI Tinubu I see say them bounce. And media houses report say them bounce. The entourage that went with Tinubu, at least I saw Bianca in one of the photos, they were not humiliated. So it is SEYI Tinubu alone that got the humiliation. I do not have a problem with SEYI Tinubu being passed by, because now he received the embarrassment. Now I'm just talking about the Vatican visit alone. Because if now embarrassment and humiliation, the leaders don't humiliate us severally with their actions. So it is not even by we talking about it. Now, where my problem is coming from is the fact that SEYI Tinubu had to tag along. So I'm asking the question, does SEYI Tinubu need to tag along in all of these visits where the father they always go? Did he need to tag along? Like, it's not as if he's holding any political appointment. You know where my problem is coming from? Because tomorrow now, if they start doing something and they mention SEYI Tinubu's name, the media aide to the presidency will come out and tell you they should not call SEYI Tinubu. SEYI Tinubu does not hold any political appointment. SEYI Tinubu is not into this one. Now, if SEYI Tinubu does not hold any political appointment, because they've used them out to say so, not me talking, did he need to tag along in this visit? Because he don't hold any political appointment. So why did he go? Why did he go there? Is SEYI Tinubu the only president's son in the whole world? Is he? Is he? Even if you want to go on your own, based on say, okay, maybe say, let me just go, let me see how that place is. Do you have to make it so obvious? Did he have to make it so obvious? As today, so it could be that there are sons of other presidents from other world that came that we didn't know about. They respected themselves and stayed quietly and allowed their father that was invited to have the moment. So why did you have to go and show yourself? Abi, that place that they go seek validation to. Do they go there to seek validation? Will there be one award given because you went there and you had a handshake with the Pope? Will the Pope come and say, hey, go and vote for this person because they came during my inauguration? Because I don't understand. I don't understand. The national embarrassment that will only SEYI Tinubu alone. Yes. As far as I'm concerned, it is to SEYI Tinubu alone. Yes, they've been embarrassing us, our leaders, by some of the useless, crazy stuff they are doing. But you see, on this particular visit, the shame alone is on SEYI Tinubu. So all the people where they appoint for the cabinet, they not do. Now they need to tag, SEYI Tinubu need to tag along for the thing to be complete. For goodness sakes, I ask this question. Now him be the first person where his father be the president. Is he going to be the last son of a president in the whole world? So what is all this? Every 3 AK market days, we are hearing the name SEYI Tinubu in connection with the Nance president. SEYI Tinubu in connection with this one. SEYI Tinubu here and there. What did happen? And do they even go there again to campaign? for 2027 that you have to tag along. If you want to campaign for your father, then wait till the 2027 now before you start campaigning now. Kai. Anyway, any treatment he gets from Nigeria, the kind of comments he's receiving from Nigeria, now he use and bring them upon himself. And I think someone also needs to call him to order. Not be so they day. Not be so every time you go on, they show yourself, they show yourself. So you have your own job, you have your thing. They say you have your own thing you are running. Face it now. They say you don't have any political appointment. Then concentrate on your own now. If it's time for a campaign and you want to tag along with your father to do the campaign, I think Nigerians will understand better then. But right now, like this, it doesn't make any sense. You are not the first president's son. And you are not definitely going to be the last president's son. Things just tire me, oh. Things just tire me for this country. Thank you so much for watching. Please do leave your opinion in the comment section. Kindly subscribe to my channel if you haven't done so. And please click on the notification bell the moment you subscribe. That way you get to know as soon as I publish video. Thank you so much, guys, for all the love and all the support. God bless you immensely. Please drop your opinion in the comment section. Do enjoy the rest of your evening and see you guys in my other videos.